What is up, YouTube? It's your boy DWalk71, replaced today with a 4, and I'm back again with you with another story time for you guys. Yeah, man, it's crazy. You got another story time episode 5 because, like I said, this is something that I do want to bring to my channel. You know, I just talk about stuff that happened in my life. I don't know how it's gonna sound on your headphones or whatever, but in case you didn't know, I've been dealing with a cold lately. I've been out of school for a couple of days. I'm starting to get a little bit better. Like, I was able to, actually get up out my bed because I was like mad. Like, I feel like I couldn't move or anything. That's besides the point. I'm getting better, which is good, and I'll be able to come out with that fast lane review on Sunday/Monday morning whenever it happens, which is this coming Sunday. Anyway, I'm getting off track. This video is going to talk about a fight that I had recently back in like the summer or whatever. Now, usually I don't promote, street hood fights because I feel like, if you're going to fight for money or fight for something that's like worth it. Like, don't just sit here and waste your time on some goon in the hood or in the streets or whatever. And yeah, I might do that, but I just felt like I had to come out with some type of story, and I was just thinking, I was just sitting up in my room, I was thinking I should talk about something. I was thinking about it all day, and it finally came to me. Excuse me. It came all to me. Alright, we're good. I only take one. Excuse me, my bad. I told you, I'm recovering from a cold, so you're gonna hear a lot of coughing. I don't do these 50 takes, I only do one take like my man's Model or Negro. So anyway, the story is about this fight I got into recently where it was a guy who I don't know if we're still friends or not. I haven't talked to him since what happened, but if you watch my old story time episode 4 when I almost drowned, then it all comes to fall into place. Now, if you didn't, I'll give you a little backstory. Basically, me, a couple of my other homies, a couple of the other females that we knew, we all were junior counselors at a park district not around my house, but it's around my aunt's house. She's always in that area. That's how I found out about it originally, is because my aunt was in that area and my uncle worked there. So I knew everybody knew me, everybody knew my family. So I was practically like family there. So I knew about the place and everything. So when I was finally old enough to finally get a job, because I used to go there all the time just as a regular camper, but when I was able to go there to actually get a job to get my credit hours, because I guess my school requires that you got to get credit hours and stuff like that. So I relied on family and a little bit of charm, a little bit of everything. Filled out the application and everything. They gave me a call letting me know that I actually got the job to become a junior counselor to get my credit hours. Now, when you're about 14 to 15, you're only working as a junior counselor, which means you help the main counselor to whatever they need. You help the kids, you do whatever, but you get credit hours, and my school requires that. So that's an easy way to get credit hours. Anyway, that's like the easiest way to get it, in my opinion. But then once you turn 16 and up, you actually get paid. You actually do it as an actual summer job. They actually pay you like every 2 weeks, and it was a decent amount. Like, I could really use that. Like, it's a lot of stuff I could, like, if I was like 16, and which I'm not, which I'll be 16 in a couple months, but if I was like that age, if I wasn't how old I am now to that age, it'd been amazing how much money I'd be making, how much just stuff I'd be spending on stuff. I don't even know what I'd spend on, to be honest. But we're getting sidetracked. So it was a 6-week program. We was all doing our thing. It was me and my homeboy Damien. We had our own group. It was fun just because we was around these like middle-aged kids, and it was like one of them that was like pretty cool with us. Like, we were all, I guess, cool with them, but most of the kids had smart mouths. And I really wanted to pop them in their mouth because they had like they back talk almost anything and everything we say, except for one of our homies. One of our homeboys, his brother was in it, and he was in our group, so we always took care of him. Always treated him like he was like a little homie or whatever. He was like probably the coolest camper we know, and it was always fun with me and him because it was just me and my homie. We did whatever. We didn't get fired, but we always got like yelled at night. I wouldn't say yelled at because we was always on our phones texting somebody or doing something we're not supposed to do instead of pay attention to the kids, and that would make the lady who ran everything mad or whatever. So she always told us that, but she didn't really have a problem with it because we would end up saving ourselves by doing something else and fixing the problem. And she actually was okay with us like fixing it as long as we did that. And then we was cool with everybody. We were all cool. We even hung out like maybe a couple minutes after, just talking or whatever. We were cool with everybody. It's really hard for me to understand why would I get into a fight with somebody. We were all like a small group of people because we were all going through the same thing. We were all junior counselors. Most of us, it was our first time being junior counselors and everything. So we all relied on each other for help and everything. Well, at least I know it was my first year. I think a couple other people, it wasn't their first year. But majority of us, it was our first year. So we all talked to each other. We was all cool with each other. At least that's what I took from it. So we get to the last week of the program. We're in the last week. It's the most stressful week because for that camp, they do something mad weird. Like the second to last day, they have this little showcase where for some odd reason, the kids would do a dance. Yes, we would start dancing basically. And what happens is they pick a song, and we've done this for years, so I already knew it was gonna happen. It's a dance showcase. It's like you gotta pick a song, come up with your own routine and everything like that for this dance. And it was like mad weird. In my opinion, it was weird. It was very weird. But it was whatever. We danced to some mad old music, like I forgot. I'm trying to remember what was the song we danced to. I forgot the name. Oh, I think it was Fall Out Boy, Light It Up. You know, I think the real name of the song is My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark. It's weird. I call it Light It Up, but that was our song to dance to. So it was the day before it, right? We were, rehearsing, and it was towards the end of the day because during the program, in the middle of the day, you get lunch. Towards the end, you get a snack, and the snacks were they were okay some days, but some days they were trash. So it was towards the end of the day. We had did our routine, played a little basketball, did something because it was mainly in the program. We played a lot of sports, we did a lot of dancing. And we had like days where we would eat ice cream and stuff like that. It was a fun time. But then we got to the end of the day, right? And we outside, because we usually outside. It's mad hot in Chicago in the summer, so they always want us to be outside, taking the sun, get dark skin, stuff like that. So we was outside and eating our snacks. And it was me, Damien, two other dudes. One of them was the guy we had a confrontation with / a fight. And we was all joking about how people, squat up when they about to get into a fight. Because I was joking, right? Because I can't show you, but I was joking about how people be having their hands up when they about to fight. And right, so we just started messing around, right? And that's what I thought we were doing. We were messing around. So this dude decided to take it serious, and he swung on me, hit me in my face. I'm like, dude, what the heck? Like, what are you doing? Hit me a couple times, but I didn't feel it. For some odd reason, when he punched me, I didn't feel it. It was like if like somebody stung you, but you didn't feel it. I didn't feel it at all. And I was like, all right, so this dude wants to be serious. What he didn't know is I used to do wrestling. I wasn't good at it, but I remember it was one thing I always remember from wrestling, and I will remember this for the rest of my life. I'm a bigger guy. I'm bigger than him. So I have more power than him. I kind of lift weights. I have more power than him. So I decided to do a simple move that I know I can't do on the heavyweight, but I could definitely do it on the lightweight, which is a hip toss. That was like the only move that I actually remember from wrestling. I don't remember. If anything else, I remember locking up, maybe taking them down, but I would always go for a hip toss, and that would be the reason why I lose, because they would know how to get out of the hip toss. But he didn't. So what I know, what he doesn't know. So he kept hitting me. I swung, got a few punches in. It was like even. And I actually grabbed him, right? Grabbed him like I was doing like a guillotine choke or whatever. Got in position, did a hip toss. I flipped him, right? Had him on the ground. I had him in like, I guess, a choke or whatever. And I was just waiting for somebody to come separate it. I was like, they was really about to allow this to happen. And during this whole time, I gave no care. I didn't care about anything. I didn't know what was going on. I was ignoring everybody. And I just had this man to choke. Because basically, if you keep somebody down, eventually something's gonna happen. So I kept him down until my uncle and his brother, because the dude I was fighting, his brother was actually, I guess you could say my boss. He was the camp counselor. I was his junior camp counselor. So it's weird, isn't it? It's really, really, really weird. So, and his sister worked there too. So they were all, his whole family lineage was working there. It's like it was their destiny for him to work there. So I had him in there. My uncle got me up. His brother got me up. This dude started talking crap, talking about, I'm going to come back and I'm going to get you. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. So then he went home because he lives like a block down from the park district. I had to wait. They was talking about call your mom. And it realized this is the day. I'm trying to remember. Was this a Thursday? I'm trying to remember. This was, it was the third to last day of the week. It was right before the camp showcase, and then Friday we had a trip. I had missed the last 2 days. So, they were talking. They was like, call your mom. You going home? We're both going home. And I was like, yeah, we got fired. We ain't working there no more. It was only 2 days left, so it's not like I really, it was not like I missed the whole week. It was only 2 days left. So after that whole situation happened, I called my mom. I told her, but she wasn't mad because I told her that he hit me first. And the thing about my mom, what's cool about my mom is she will get mad if I started the fight. If I'm the one who swung first, she would get mad at me. But this time, he threw the punch first. I protected myself. I did what I had to do. She wasn't even mad. She wasn't even mad at me. She was just mad at the whole situation that had happened at the thing at the park district. That's what she was mad about. I'm good. I'm not even in trouble. She didn't ground me. She did nothing. She wasn't even mad. She just had to talk with me. That was it. My grandma, she was mad because she's not really into that violent stuff, which most grandmas aren't. She was talking about, you should not have done that. You could have told somebody, but you know, nobody tells anybody anything these days. I'm not about to tell on somebody. Like, I know the snitches get stitches stuff. I'm just not about to tell. I'm about to handle my business. I don't care where I am. And that's actually a life lesson too, if you think about it. Don't try to fight somebody. Well, no. I'm gonna say that for the moral at the end. So after that happened, after we got to a fight, you know, he got sent home. I called my mom. My uncle was out there. He was talking to me, talking about what happened, why, or whatever. You know, he wasn't mad or nothing. He was just like talking to me. Just I don't know what happened. So I was just sitting outside, right? And then the lady who runs everything, she was talking about why you did that. And this is what I hate about people. People saying I threw the punch first, which God knows I did not. God, so help me God if I lie. I don't remember throwing the first punch. I remember we was playing and he took it serious and he hit me in my face. He swung first, and she told me that everybody said I threw the punch first. But of course they're gonna say I threw the punch first, because if your brother and your sister works there, they're gonna be more favoritism on you yourself, because if your family works there, they got your back. So they tried to lie on me, even though I had family work there, but they tried to lie on me. I know I didn't throw the punch first, so I don't even care what they had to say. And then I remember standing outside waiting for my mom. She's just like, you know, at home chilling, and I'm all the way over here, so I had to wait probably 15-30 minutes for her to get here. And by the time we were finished, by the time the fight happened, it was almost the end of the day. So it was like towards the end of the day, and it was a bunch of little kids. They started staring at me because I guess I'm a monster now because I just had to fight, or they was just looking at me weird because I fought somebody. I saw my man Jay. He dabbed me up. I saw my man, his little brother. I was talking about stay up, little homie. I was talking about I see you, because he was real cool. He was real cool. He was a little bro. And then after that happened, got in the car and I went home. But you know, I'm gonna be the bigger person. I am a bigger person. Figuratively and literally, I am the bigger person. So I decided to write an apology note. I know I shouldn't have done it, but my mom kind of made me do it. She said if you didn't do it, then like, I don't even know why I did it, but my mom kind of made me do it, even though it wasn't my fault. She still made me write the apology just so she doesn't look bad and I don't look bad. I think that's the main reason why she made me write it, so that she doesn't look bad. So I wrote an apology note. I actually wrote it to show how sincere I was. I didn't even type it. I wrote it, and I told her to deliver it herself instead of me faxing it. So I actually wrote literally almost 1 page, perfect, no mistakes, no cross outs, anything, in pen, wrote it. I, apologized for everything and everything like that. And that's how I know that Scottsdale forgave me, and they know who really, who really lied. I wrote the apology, I gave it to them. They called my mom, and I heard the voicemail, because my mom doesn't answer phone calls from them. So she played the voicemail in front of me and everything, and the lady who ran it and everything, she was talking about that was very big of you, Gavin, to turn in, the apology note and apologizing and admitting your mistakes and everything. This shouldn't, got the best of you, blah blah blah. And she was basically saying, I do forgive you and everything, and I hope that we can overlook this and everything. And I look like a hero now, right? Everything's cool. The aftermath, I haven't talked to the dude since that confrontation. I probably won't see him in life. I'm not going back. Like, that park is about to die. Like, my uncle was not working there no more. I don't think so. My the lady who works there, she's leaving. I'm not going over there this time. I'm gonna get me like a real job somewhere, maybe like Portillo's or somewhere, whatever, because I know it's a new one opening up somewhere. Do some inventory or something. And I haven't talked to him. Last thing I heard from one of my homies told me this man's a SoundCloud rapper. He got music on SoundCloud, be recording on his phone. Like, I'm not trying to discredit him or nothing, but if you're gonna make music, at least have decent production quality, because I heard the man turning pages. So he makes music now. Let him live his dream of trying to be a rapper, I guess. Actually, what's funny is I went back to that part because I had to get my credit hours for my assignment for school, and they were actually nice to me. They weren't even mad at me. That's how I know that my apology was like sincere and everything. I came back to get my credit hours, and they even mentioned me fighting, and they weren't even mad. They just told me stop fighting. I told them, yeah, I use my aggression now for football and stuff like that. They was talking about good, whatever. I think the moral of the story is, don't fight at your job, because I actually got fired. I mean, technically, you got fired if they told you to go home and don't come back, and there's only 2 days left. I got fired. All right, listen. They fired me. Don't fight somebody at your job. Matter of fact, don't fight nobody in general. I'm not about hood street fighting, stuff like that, the World Star knockouts. If you're gonna fight, you better fight for some money or something. You better fight for something important. You better not fight over some stupid like playing around and stuff. And honestly, I'm more of an advocate for talking it out like men, but it was like the heat of the moment and instincts kicked in, and I didn't know what was going on. I mean, I knew what was going on, but I didn't care what happened around me. So just know, when you fight and you have something to lose, you might as well get away from it, talk it out later, do something. Because I definitely learned from my mistakes. I know I'm not going to fight somebody at somewhere important, or I'm not going to fight somebody in general. I'm going to try to talk it out, or I'm getting away, because I know if you're going to fight for money, do something. That's why celebrities do boxing and stuff like that. What else could I say? Yeah, just don't fight at your job. Don't fight any place professional. If you're gonna fight for money. Anyway, guys, you know what to do. Like, comment, favorite, subscribe. Do what you do to support me. My van, all the stuff, man. Fastlane review coming on Sunday night, Monday morning, whenever it comes out. Anyway, guys, I'm out. Peace.